So we can talk a little bit about what we did,
Yeah.
if we remember, because it's spontaneous improvisation, but not really, because we follow the chord structures. We listen to each other and we respond on each other's ideas. Do you remember any details you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, I would say that probably the key moments in our connections are the transitional points between the sections of the blues. The blues is a classic AAB form, so it's 12 bars total, 4 bars, 4 bars, and 4 bars. The transitions between each of the 4 bar sections are a lot of the action happens there, speaking harmonically in particular. So that bar 4, which leads to the 5th bar, which is the second section. The first section is bars 1 through 4, then 5 through 8, and then 9 through 12. So that 4th bar has some action that will find each other. Then the 8th bar has some things that are happening, right? Typically, for example, the 4th bar might be something like a chord that leads to the 4 chord. So it might be a 2-5 that goes there, or some substitution of that. Then an 8th bar, there's a 2-5 that goes to that 9th bar, which is typically the 2 chord, right? And so those kinds of things, we can explain those in details as we go, but those are a little bit later, shall we say. But those are points at which we listen to each other and hear each other and follow each other. And then of course the end of the form, that last 4 bars, those last couple of bars of the last 4 bars also have some specific things that we do.
Yeah, like you're saying, it's AAB, so 4, 4, and 4.
Right.
And the A's are the questions. So we ask the question, we ask the question again, a little different, and then we answer.
Right. And there's rhythm and there's harmony that help us transition between those 2 sections and make things clear.
He's going to make up a question, and I will support the harmony.
Right. Okay.
1, 2. Question. Yeah. So can you?
The question was.
And then you repeat it.
And then repeat it.
And the answer
is. The answer might be something different. It's a little different every time, but that's the basic idea. That's your basic blues form. Now the transitions between each of the 3 sections, let's do that for a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do a little, I'm improvising all this. We're making it up as we go, which is within the blues form, which is one of the fun things about jazz music. So now we'll demonstrate a little bit about the possible transitional ideas between the 3 sections.
Yeah, basically in the 4th bar and in the 8th bar, there's a 2-5 going to the next section.
Exactly.
And you were kind of leaving it open. So
In this case, right.
Yeah, in this case, so
Yeah.
I choose a certain way of.
Exactly. So pay attention to what he does.
Yeah.
Right, and we'll do that. Maybe I'll jump in if I hear something to go there.
Right.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, a 1, a 2. In this case. Oh, where we stopped. Yeah, good
Yeah, the stop. So
Yeah.
in this case, I kept it really simple.
Yes,
I
exactly.
I just made the one chord. I made it 5, and
Right.
and then I just jumped right to the 4.
Exactly.
Just the
And
5
what-
became a dominant.
The 5 became the dominant to the one chord became the 5 of the upcoming chord, essentially, right? So if we're in B flat, then the B flat 7 becomes the 5 chord to the E flat, which is upcoming. And so all I did was I played something to set that up. When I heard what he was doing, I just said, all that is a rendering of the 5 chord in a linear way. Because the 5 chord is this. The 5 chord going to the 4 is this. That's your 1 chord played linearly. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. All I did was play that upside down. I played 9, 7, 5, and then 4 as a passing note down to the 3, right? Then going to as a 4 chord, right?
Yeah. So we can also choose a different way. For example, like a
Exactly.
little bit more advanced, and a hip would be the tritone substitute.
Correct.
So which would be, instead of B flat, it would be E7,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can add the 2 to the E7, so we get a B half diminished maybe, E7
Or B minor even.
or B minor.
Yeah.
B minor is fine too.
Yeah, B minor T7.
So let's do that.
Okay.
I'll play that. You don't need to. Oh,
Let's see where it
I'll
goes.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
This time I just went with you.
Yeah.
I played the same pattern
Yeah.
of 9, 7, 5, 4, and 3, going right to that 4 chord. And this time I landed on the 3 of the 4 chord, the third note of the 4 chord.
Now, of course, you know, we discussed it before, so he knew it was coming.
In this case.
Yeah.
Right.
But a lot of cases, it doesn't go like that. You just hear it. You just hear it. So that's why you need to study all the possibilities and be able to hear it when someone else is playing, so you can communicate on stage.
That study will include harmonic study, it'll include some melodic study, it'll include rhythmic study, and it will also include, probably most importantly of all, the idiomatic study, the study of the language of jazz music. So you'll learn to listen to, or you should learn to listen to, master players throughout the history of the music who demonstrate through their expressive output in the history of the music all this stuff we're talking about.
Do it again?
Oh, yeah,
No,
no, lost everything already.
Turn off.
Take 2.
Wait, don't.
Yes, sir. Tell me. Okay, so